How's it going, guys? It's Xbox Jared here. So I'm a little bit sweaty and stinky. I've been riding my bike. Whew, trying to get in shape. I wanted to start MMA again. I want to do some MMA classes. Hopefully compete before this old dog gets too old. But I just like to share knowledge. You don't have to agree or disagree with anything I say, but I feel like it's vitally important for me to just share what's on my mind, what I believe to be helpful in a fight. But everyone's different, and I get that. But for me, I want to tell you guys some tips on blocking that helps me. And I'm sorry, I'm taking some deep breaths here. I should have just kind of walked off my little bike ride before I sat on my ass. But let's go ahead and do this, guys. So Quan Kicker is a guy I like on YouTube. He's pretty good. Some things I don't agree with, but he termed two types of blocking that I thought was pretty clever, which is active blocking, which is where you slap the arms down just like that. That's all it is. And then passive blocking, where you put your arms up, covering the sides of your head. Passive blocking, I'm not a huge fan of, but keep in mind there's a time and place for everything. This is great, for blocking kicks to the head and stuff like that. But for me, the number one block you want to do is like that. But here's the thing: I grew up with karate. That's right. When I was in second grade, I took karate classes. I didn't get black belt, but what they teach at karate is basically what's called the 8-point blocking system, which is right, left, right, left. That's 4. They call this the anti-block. I'm not sure why. 6, and the down block. Boom, boom. You got 8. These are all well and good. You can use these, but the truth of the matter is, when a lot of people fight, they're kind of up close in each other's faces. Because fighting, it is an aggressive thing. There's animal instincts involved when you go into fighting. You can't make it all science, because in a fight or flight, you're not going to be thinking in terms of numbers. You're going to be thinking of surviving or dying. But so I will admit, with styles like karate, I think that maybe they do focus too much on numbers rather than surviving or dying. But here's the trick: when you're farther away, this is something I coined. And this is just the what did I call it? If I can remember. I guess it would be like the further away block, the long distance blocking. We'll just call it that. I had a tricky name for it. I forgot it. But so when you're further away, it would be harder to slap like that. So you could do stuff like the 8-point blocking system. You can even step back as you block. And I think karate does this because they know that when you step back from your opponent, you can create more power when you charge in with a punch, especially a punch to the ribs. That's gonna send you to the hospital, man. If they get a really good punch to the ribs, whew, it's not a good feeling. But for the most part, you really want to stay fairly close to your opponent. I just think that it's the best place to be for the most part. But that's not to say you should be like directly in their face. But like I was saying with Quan Kicker, with the active blocking, you can slap down pretty much any kind of attack, any sort of punch, be it a hook, an uppercut. You can just slap it down. Like with an uppercut, you just kind of just push it down like that, or with a hook, you're just slapping it. That's all you're doing, man. You don't have to make it too much of a science, because like what I was saying, man, when you make martial arts too much of a science, you're gonna get in trouble. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's the MMA guys that are guilty of this too. A lot of boxers, the real technical boxers that do the bobbing and the weaving. Some of them are way too technical for their own good too. And look, being technical is all well and good, being the smarter fighter. But if you don't have power, none of it means jack shit. And if you don't have technique, none of it means jack shit either, or speed. So you got to have all 3 of those things. And with a lot of these technical guys, these little bobber and weavers, you know, who do like these little micro attacks, you're simply not going to get that much power. I mean, of course, it works in the ring because there's like 5 rounds, you know, 5, 6 rounds in a fight. But in real life, you know, you can keep doing that, but you're not going to really hurt the person, you know, unless you're fighting for 5 minutes. But that's not logical. Most fights don't last for more than 90 seconds to a minute. So, guys, I'm telling you, be careful. Some of you guys are way too technical for your own good. And look, I know I'm going to get some haters saying, well, you know, you're just a dumb shit. You know, you don't know how to fight technical because you're a noob and stuff like that. And guys, listen to me, okay? You don't understand the science of fighting. If you're going to say some shit like that to me, understand this. Like with Quan Kicker, I can point out one of his flaws. He says that you're supposed to attack like this. That's bullshit. Okay, when you attack like this, you're not getting the same momentum as if you attack like that or that. Putting in your shoulder and your arm as more momentum. I could easily knock a person out with one punch doing that. So, guys, remember, there's a difference between fighting in the ring and fighting in real life. So I hope this video helps you. Thanks for watching. This is Xbox Jared. Be careful out there, guys. Peace.